Hello there, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about Covenant swapping, and more specifically, we're going to talk about Covenant swapping in 9.1.5, now that they've pulled the ripcord and you can jump between Covenants as much as you like, what happens when you do that, and everything basically you need to know about Covenant swapping in 9.1.5. But before we jump into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to check me out streaming 9.1.5, Classic WoW, any sort of MMO content as well, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, Covenant swapping in 9.1.5. They are officially pulling the ripcord. This is something that people have wanted pretty much since beta for Shadowlands. In fact, probably even alpha, but they never did it. They never did it, and now finally they are doing it. So now you can freely swap between Covenants in patch 9.1.5, which is honestly great. There is some kind of interesting and weird design choices here, which we are going to go over. But yeah, this video is just going to cover basically everything you need to know when swapping Covenants, what you're going to gain, what you're going to lose, what's going to happen, and all that kind of stuff, and what's the easiest way to kind of catch up with those Covenants. So yeah, first and foremost, the one thing you need, the most important part of all of this, is Renown 80. You need Renown 80 on any character, just one character. Doesn't matter what character it is, Horde, Alliance, whatever. If you have Renown 80 or the achievement Renowned on a character, you can freely swap any of your other characters, no matter what their renown is. So as long as you have at least one character up to 80 renown, that's when it kind of unlocks the free Covenant swapping. If you do it before that, then you're not going to be able to do it. Well, you can do it, but you'll have the cooldown or whatever. But once you've reached that 80 renown, you can now freely swap your Covenant to whatever one you want. So let's talk about moving Covenants. What happens when you first move to a Covenant? So let's use the example that you're with another Covenant and you want to move to the Necrolords. You've never been with the Necrolords, it's going to be your first time with them. So what happens? Once you swap to that Covenant in the Enclave in Ouroboros, where you pick your Covenant and whatnot, you get your abilities straight away. That's the biggest thing that's going to happen. The abilities for the Necrolords or any Covenant, you'll get them straight away. You don't have to do the unlock quest. The unlock quest still exists, but the abilities will go straight into your spellbook as soon as you swap Covenants, which is really good. If you are jumping between them, then yeah, you're going to get those abilities straight away. One thing you'll notice is all of your anima will be gone. Yep, all of that hard-earned anima you got with the other Covenant will be now gone, and you'll be back to 0. Now, this system is really, really stupid, and I'm sorry, Blizzard, it is really dumb, because they made an item that you can swap 1,000 anima for 1,000 anima. So you purchase the item for 1,000 anima, and when you click it, you get 1,000 anima. So in theory, you would just go there, buy a ton of those with the anima you have from one Covenant if you want to swap it between them, and then just unlock them, and you get all of your anima that you had before. So it's a bit weird. I don't understand why that's a thing. Why not just have anima the same across all of the Covenants? Maybe it's a story thing that you haven't got that anima for that Covenant? I don't really know. It's really strange. Either way, you can very easily transfer the anima that you've obtained through one Covenant simply just by buying a bunch of these items which transfer 1,000 anima. That vendor is located in the portal room in Ouroboros as well, right next to the Flight Master. There's a couple of other items there as well, which we will go over in a second, but yeah, that's weird. So yeah, if you want to transfer your anima, you have to buy a bunch of those items, or you could just start fresh with 0 anima when you transfer Covenant. Next up is Renown. Renown will go back to number 1. Yes, your Renown will be at Renown 1 for this new Covenant that you will be joining. Now, don't worry too much. We've got another very strange system in place here. Back to that vendor. So you can actually buy an item for 500 gold, which will give you 40 renown instantaneously for that Covenant. So if you swap to the Necrolords and you bought that item, that will skip you to 40 renown instantaneously. Now, why is that not a thing just anyway? I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, so yeah, there you go. 500 gold will give you the 40 renown skip, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Then obviously you have to grind from 40 to 80 if that's something you want to do. As for the campaign, you will be starting at chapter 1 of the campaign of the Covenant you join. There's no campaign skip. There's a little campaign skip that they added, I think in 9.0.5, but other than that, you will have to do the campaign. However, you will get all of your soul binds unlocked after you've done the intro quest. So yeah, you do have to do the campaign again if you want to, but you do get all of the soul binds, all 3 of the soul binds unlocked after you've completed that first intro quest, so you don't have to do, the campaign to get the soul binds. So if you do want to just not really bother with the story, but have the soul binds, that is something that will happen after you've done kind of, the welcome to the Necrolords or whatever quest, and then you'll get all 3 of those, and yeah, so that's okay, that's fine. You can do that. And obviously with 40 renown skip, you'll be able to do the campaign one shot without having to, grind a bunch of renown or whatever like that. So yeah, that's cool. That's not too bad, really. Just a little bit of story stuff that you can optionally do if you want, but yeah, the soulbinds are no longer locked to that, which is good. As for conduits, all of your conduits will stay, apart from the Covenant-specific ones, obviously. You won't be able to use those on other Covenants, so all of your conduits that you've worked so hard for aren't going anywhere. You can put those straight back into the new soulbinds that you just unlocked, so yeah, that's wonderful. That's, you know, that would have been the worst if it was Covenant-specific, but no, conduits are just character-wide, so yeah, that's fine. As for the mission table will reset completely once you join a new Covenant. It'll also cancel any missions you've had before. So if you had a bunch of missions for the Venthyr and you moved Covenant to Necrolords, that's going to cancel all of those missions, so you can't just go jump in between Covenants and doing missions like that. That's not how it works. However, once you do start working on the new table, you can buy a level 30 skip for 10,000 anima from our new special vendor down in the portal room. And finally, let's talk about the real endgame of World of Warcraft, of course. I'm talking about the cosmetics. So with the change in 9.1.5, they've now kind of removed all of the restrictions for Covenant stuff, so you can now wear any kind of Covenant transmog you like, so you can mix and match Necrolord and Kyrian and Venthyr and whatever, as long as you've obviously got them unlocked on other characters or on the same character. Weapons as well. Mounts, you can now ride any mount you like, so you can mount, you know, a Kyrian mount as Venthyr or whatever, there's no restriction there. And as for toys, it is exactly the same as well. You can just use any old toy for any old Covenant whenever you like. That is including all the Hearthstones and stuff, which is really weird because it's kind of jarring seeing the wrong Covenant animation happening while wearing the armor of another Covenant. So yeah, that's just pull the ripcord things, I guess. So yeah, that's basically everything. So TLDR really, no anima, back to Renown 1, no campaign skip, but you do get all the soulbinds, conduits are character wide, and the mission table will reset. So yeah, that was kind of a mouthful. Hopefully you got all of that in. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's kind of painless. Anima comes very, very easily in 9.1, so it's not really too much of an issue there to upgrade your Sanctum. All of that will obviously be reset as well. The actual quest for Redeemed Souls, you know, the one that you have to get the 20 souls, you can now do that in Torghast as well as the Maw, and it's also repeatable, so you can actually just farm all of your Covenant stuff, all of the Sanctum stuff as much as you like, if that's something that you want to do and you want to complete all of the Sanctums, because that's kind of something that I want to do in 9.1.5, is just go through all of the Sanctums on my character and just complete them all. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing that, and having the ability to do that is super nice without any kind of like cooldowns or anything like that that could be quite problematic. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Let me know down below if you are going to be swapping Covenants in 9.1.5. Let me know if you have any issues with the system. As I said, those items are a little bit weird and feel a little bit redundant. I don't understand why that just wasn't there by default, but hey ho, maybe there's a design choice there that I'm just not picking up on. And let me know, guys. Let me know what you think of all of that. And yeah. So before I go, guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you hadn't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. We've been playing a lot of the Season of Mastery beta at the moment, doing the Hardcore Challenge. That's been a ton of fun. Obviously, 9.1.5 coming out this week, so we're going to be playing that, of course. And yeah, just good times over on Twitch. So if you want to check me out streaming, guys, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.